and come to standing on our mat. And you're gonna hold that band out in front of you. And you're just gonna inhale to reach it up and then exhale to lower it down. Now, if your shoulders are already pretty open, maybe you already did a little workout, maybe you're already warmed up, you can have some tension on that band and then pull it apart as you reach those arms up. So until their arms reach or go past your periphery, your shoulders shouldn't need to elevate here. So think about drawing those blades down until those arms get out of your periphery and then let the blades move up, okay? Just do that 1 or 2 more times. And then we're gonna hold the bands out in front. You might wanna start with some slack here. Palms facing in, slight bend in the elbows, and then you're gonna pull the band apart. So you're thinking about pulling from behind the shoulder here as you pull the band apart. If you're feeling this in your shoulder or upper shoulder or neck, lower your arms down a little bit. Focus on that place right behind your armpit, pulling that band apart. So the band comes towards your torso as you pull it apart, but you're not pulling it toward your torso on purpose. A couple more times, warming up the shoulders, getting those muscles in the back of the shoulder awake here, because we're going to need those when we do our planks. And then this time you're going to drop the band down onto the floor and you're going to step on it with both feet. So step on the end of the band with both feet. And then you're going to hold the band out to the side, kind of at waist height, and then you're going to move it to the other side. So it's crossed over, okay? It's still at waist height. And you're going to hold the band out in front of you like you're walking a dog here. It's out in front of you. It's really excited. And then you're going to lift the band up just to shoulder height and then lower it down. Stop lowering once right before you lose tension. Okay, lift it up and lower it down. As you lift the band up, imagine the bottom tip of your shoulder blade drawing down a little bit. The shoulder stays still here. Make sure that arm stayed out in front of you a little bit. You're walking that dog. It's not out to the side here. It's not a side raise. It's kind of midway between the side and the front. One more time. And then we're going to bring it out to the front and we're going to do the same thing here. Okay, I'm going to cinch down my band a little more so you get a little more range of motion. Slight bend in the knees. Make sure your tail didn't tuck when you pulled on that band. Ribs are in, belly is in. Do 2 more of these. Once again, as the arm lifts up, think about the bottom tip of the blade drawing down. And let's move to the other side. So go ahead and bring the end of your band over to the other side and then stand on it. Holding that band with your other hand about waist height here. And then you're going to cross it across your front and hold it with your other hand. So it's like half of an X here. And then you're going to draw it up. You're walking that dog out in front of you and lower it down. Lift it up and lower it down. So I'm really thinking about lifting the arm from the back of the shoulder here instead of the front of the shoulder. Make sure your collarbone's staying wide. Lift up, lower down. The ribs are in. The tail is not super tucked under here. It's neutral. So your tailbone is reaching toward the floor instead of curl between the legs. And then come out to the front, lift it up and lower it down. Lift and lower. 3 more of these. Once again, that blade stays down on the back and the shoulder stays still here. 1 more. And then go ahead and come on off the band. Go ahead and drop that band down and come on down onto all fours. Doing a couple cat and cows here. Just breathe in and breathe out. Pressing down into the floor. Spreading the shoulder blades as you come into your cat position. The head drops down. The tail curls under. And as you come into your cow position, the chest reaches forward, the tail reaches back and up a little here. Couple more times. And then come to neutral. Come on over onto your back. We're going to do some toe taps here. Rolling onto your back, take a breath in here for your toe taps. Breathe out, draw the back of the pelvis toward the floor, bring one leg to tabletop. The other foot can stay on the floor, or you can have both legs tabletop here. Depends on which variation you like. I'm going to place my right hand onto my right thigh and then lower my left leg down and then bring it back up. So this would be level 3. The hands on the floor, lowering one leg would be level 2. And then one foot on the floor, lowering, lifting the other leg would be the first level. Whichever one you're doing, make sure the back of the pelvis is anchored down. Your ribs aren't popping up here. So if I press my thigh into my hand too hard, then my ribs pop up. So I have to watch that. Try 2 more. Breathe in to lower down and breathe out to come up. Gentle pressure of that thigh into that hand, lower down, and then bring it back up. Draw your knees in toward your chest. Let your ribs and your low back press into the floor here. And then switching sides. Once again, you can have that one foot down or both legs can be tabletop. The thigh presses into the hand gently. It's inhale to lower and exhale to come on back up. Breathe in and breathe out. So your whole core is working here. Breathe in, breathe out. So that's the breath you want to keep here. Inhale to lower and exhale, draw it back up like you're pulling it up from behind your belly button. Shh. 3 more, breathe in. Eye gaze is at the ceiling, breathe out. 2 more. Shh. Last one, collarbones are still wide. And then draw those knees in toward the chest. Give them a little hug. And then we're going to place the feet down. Inhale, exhale, nod the chin, curl up. Bring your hands behind your head. Take a breath in here. Breathe out, rotate your rib cage to the right. Come back to the middle. Rotate your rib cage to the left. Come back to the middle. One more time each side, right. Come back to the middle and left and come back to the middle. Inhale, exhale, curl up a little higher without tucking your tail more and then lower down a little bit. Curl up, lower down. One more time, curl up, the belly draws away from the t-shirt and then lower down. Draw those knees in toward the chest, give them a little hug. And then we're gonna roll over onto your side and come on up to all fours. And do shoulder taps. The blades draw down on the back. Go ahead and get started. Right hand to left shoulder, left hand to right shoulder. Just continuing to move here, focusing on keeping your torso nice and still. Try not to let your hips rock side to side. Try to keep your blades drawing down on your back here. The back of your head is in line with the upper back the whole time. If you want to make this harder, you can step those knees back a little and then keep going. This is definitely harder. You have to stabilize through that shoulder a lot more here. One more set. And then take a break there for a moment. Come on, back onto all fours. We can do some mountain climbers here. Take a breath in, breathe out, draw the belly up, tuck the tail, reach one leg back and then the other. So you have the option here, mountain climbers, one knee in and then reach it back, other knee in, reach it back. You can start with knees down, knee in, bring it back, knee in, bring it back. Okay, whatever variation you like. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Blades draw down the back. The back of the head stays in line with the upper back. Inhale, exhale. One more time, inhale and exhale. And then drop the knees down and take a break here for a second. All right, come on over onto your back. And we're going to do 100 here. I know it's like a core festival here. So draw those knees in toward the chest, let your tail tuck. Draw your belly away from your thighs. Shh. And then bring the legs to tabletop. Breathe in, breathe out, nod the chin toward the chest, curl the head and shoulders up, and then start to pump the arms. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4, 5, out, 2, 3, 4, 5, in, and out. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Do whatever variation challenges you here. Inhale, exhale, the legs can be long, you can lower them a little bit. Make sure your belly stays drawing away from the t-shirt. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale and exhale. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4, 5. Keep reaching those arms long. Imagine you're pressing on a spring here. If your neck's getting tired, rest your head and shoulders down and keep pumping your arms. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4, 5, out, 2, 3, 4, 5. One more set, in and out. Stop pumping the arms. Bend the knees in. Hug those arms around those knees or those thighs. Rock your hips side to side. Maybe release your head side to side in case you gather tension in your neck. And then bring those legs back to tabletop for double leg stretch. Hands to the outsides of the knees. Inhale, exhale, nod the chin toward the chest. Draw those knees in towards your nose a little more, like you're a ball here. Inhale, exhale, reach. And inhale, bring it back around. Exhale, reach. Really draw those knees in. Let your tail curl up, reach, and bring it back around. And reach, and bring it back around. Inner thighs squeeze together, belly draws away from the shirt. 2 more, reach, bring it back around. Last one, reach, and bring it back around. Take a break here. Shoo. All right, and then bring one foot down and then the other for bridge. Got to wake up those glutes here. Take a breath in. Eye gazes at the ceiling. Breathe out. Draw the back of the pelvis toward the floor. Curl the tail up. Press down big toe, pinky toe, heel. And then roll up into your bridge. Inhale here at the top. And then exhale to roll down. So we'll do 3 more of those. Breathe in. Breathe out. Draw the belly away from the t-shirt. The back of the pelvis anchors. Press down big toe, pinky toe, heel, like you're going to push the mat away from you as you roll up here. Inhale. Those glutes are squeezed at the top here. And exhale, roll down. 2 more. Breathe in. Breathe out. Draw the back of the pelvis toward the floor and then roll up. Here's where you can have that block between your knees if you like, if your knees usually wobble around, or if you have a hard time connecting to your inner thighs, and roll down. 1 more, breathe in, breathe out. Draw the back of the pelvis toward the floor, and as you start to roll that tail up, press down into your feet. Imagine you're pushing those feet away. Keep that tail tucked a tiny bit as you lift up that last little bit. Hold it here. Reach around for where the glute meets the top of the leg. Make sure you have some engagement there. If you don't, lower your hips down, tuck your tail a little more, and as you lift your hips back up, imagine pressing your feet away from you. Breathe in, breathe out. 1 more time, those glutes are engaged, the core is engaged, the front door is closed, so your ribs aren't splaying open here. Inhale, exhale, roll down. Shoo, really felt that in my inner thighs. Bring your knees in toward your chest, give them a little hug. Lengthen your left leg onto the floor, hug your right knee in. You can have the hands around the shin or around the thigh here. Now bend that other knee just enough so that you can draw that close leg in a little closer and press the low back and the pelvis into the floor here a little more. Breathe in, breathe out. Draw that left leg in, slide that other leg long. That's your right leg, not your left leg. And then same thing here. Hug that thigh in toward your chest. Maybe you need to bend that other knee to get the back of the pelvis and the low back to relax down to the floor here. That's the ultimate goal with this stretch. And then hug both knees in and come on over onto your side. Press up to seated. And we're going to go ahead into our planks here. Okay. So nice all fours position here. We're going to do a half push-up or a Pilates push-up here. Angle the elbow creases forward by engaging those muscles behind the armpit, drawing the blades down on the back. Reach one leg back here. Breathe in. Reach the other leg back. Keep that tail tucked a little bit. Maybe you need to lift your hips and tuck that tail and then bring them back down. Blades draw down on the back. Elbow creases forward. Bend, bend, bend. Press up. Bend, bend, bend. Press up. Belly stays drawing up. Bend, bend, bend. Shh. Press up. One more time. Collarbones wide. Bend, bend, bend. Shh. Press up. Drop your knees down. Sit back toward your heels. Getting ready for our plank here. Shoulders down onto the back, belly draws up, coming into plank here. And we're going to hold this plank. Breathe in, breathe out. Gives you the option here in your plank of dropping your knees down if you choose, keeping your modified plank, keeping your plank position, or you can have the knees up. Squeeze the inner thighs together here. The inner thigh connection can help with that core connection. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, blades are wide, collarbones are wide. The back of the head is in line with the upper back. Breathe in, breathe out. One more breath in, one more breath out. And then drop the knees down here, taking a break. So that's our 1 minute plank to finish class. Some of you can probably do a plank longer than that, but we just did a lot of arm and core work, so we're just doing 1 minute. Come on to a seated position. Take whatever your easiest seated position is. Breathe in, reach your arms up. Breathe out, side bend over to the right. Breathe in, reach your arms up. Breathe out, side bend over to the left. Come on back up to the middle. Rotate to the right. You don't realize it, but we are using those obliques quite a bit here doing those planks. Come back to the middle and then rotate to the other side. Pressing down into that left thigh with that right hand, staying nice and tall. Equal weight on both sit bones. Come back to the middle. Reach your arms out to the sides, and we're going to bring the arms forward. Bend your left elbow and bring your right arm around that left elbow and draw it across the middle. So my left elbow is over near my right shoulder. Try to keep those shoulders nice and level. Stay nice and tall here. Breathe in between the shoulder blades. Breathe out. And let's try it on the other side. Reach your arms out as they come forward. Bend the elbow and then grab that other arm around. If this doesn't work for you, you can just place the hand onto the arm like this. Keeping the spine nice and tall here, the shoulders level. Breathe in and breathe out. Bring the arms down, just shake them out a little bit here. Maybe decompress your wrist a little bit. Breathe in, reach your arms up. Rotate the palms, exhale, press the arms down. One more time, inhale. And exhale. Bring your palms to heart center. Close your eyes, nod your chin down. And for a moment, maybe you can just be quiet and still here. Maybe you're grateful for coming to this quick class. I'm working really hard. Thank you for joining me today.